Hi.
Hi.
How's it going, Maya?
I'm doing great. How are
Good?
you doing?
I'm great too.
Yeah.
I'm glad that you said great. I feel like whenever somebody says good, I always say good, not great.
Right.
Like what could make it great?
Yeah.
So for you to lead off with that
Doing great.
is great.
Yeah.
Um, where do we start? Let's start
Hmm.
at the beginning.
Yes.
Okay. I like to ask everybody,
Hmm.
and there's no right or wrong answer.
Okay.
Who are you?
I'm like, I'm everyone. I I am I feel like my inclination is always to go for the things that make me up. Like, oh, I'm an artist, I'm a multi-hyphenate, I'm a daughter, I'm a whatever. But yeah, I think I don't know, I'm just me. I lead with artist. I'll say that.
Okay.
I'm an artist. Yeah.
Okay. Speaking to being an artist, do we want to just start at the beginning of it all?
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
Something that we have in common is that we're both from the East Coast,
Where are you from?
Maryland.
Oh, cool. Okay.
Yeah. And you're
I got an uncle
from
there.
from
Well,
Boston?
I say Boston to people who don't know Massachusetts.
Okay,
Because
fair
that's
enough.
the easiest.
Fair
People are like,
enough.
oh, but I'm from Worcester, Actually, Worcester,
Look at
Massachusetts. I
that.
keep this with me
That's
all the
cool.
time. Yeah, it's a map of my hometown.
Nice.
Worcester. So it's, I think, the second largest city outside of Boston. So if you know Massachusetts, I'm from Worcester.
Got you.
But if you don't, Boston's
Boston.
fine.
Got you.
Yeah.
It's so funny. When I was just in Atlanta,
Yeah.
the Uber driver was asking me where I was from originally, and I said Maryland, and her first thing, like everybody else, is Baltimore. And I'm like,
Sure.
I'm not from Baltimore. I don't
Let's
have
be
any
clear.
right to claim Baltimore.
Yeah.
That's like an hour and a half north of, I'm from the
Right,
sticks.
right.
You know?
I have to. I
Yeah.
can't. Right.
yeah.
I have family, and I did spend a lot of time in Boston growing up because my grandma's there now, mom's there, like everybody's there. But Worcester, I
Gotcha.
can't. I can't fully claim Boston.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
So then, what brought you out here?
Oh, I've known my whole life what I wanted to do, and it was always act.
Okay.
It was always like from as young as I can remember. It's never switched up. And so I knew at a young age that I wanted to be in Los Angeles.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, that was my why.
Okay.
My why has never changed.
Okay, that's
Yeah.
great.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
I feel like it's so hard coming from the East Coast out here.
Oh my gosh.
And with that type of endeavor. And so you came out in 2010.
Yeah.
2010.
Yeah.
Okay. So that was 15 years ago.
gosh.
Just about. Time flies.
Whoa.
Right?
So I spent the first 4 years in school.
Okay.
So I'm like, yes, I was here in 2010 technically, but I kind of count my LA time like beginning to pursue my dream for real is 2014, halfway through 2014. But yeah, I've been out here since 2010 technically.
Okay.
Yeah.
So school. Like
Yeah.
you were studying.
In college, I studied film.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, so you knew.
I knew.
Oh, okay.
I knew.
Okay.
And it really was between like, do I want a theater degree or do I want to study like behind the camera? And even back then I knew like, oh, the wave is going to be make your own content. Because even back then, I think around that time there was like Awkward Black Girl, like Issa Rae was doing
Yeah.
her thing. And
Yeah.
I was like, okay, we were starting to see this like influx of creators making a way for themselves on YouTube. And I was like, so
Yeah.
I didn't do the theater degree. I took a lot of acting classes and I could have made it my minor, but I was locked into film.
Okay.
Yeah, I knew.
Nice.
I've always known. I never switched up.
So after you graduated and then you started to put yourself out there.
Yeah.
Let's talk about Zoom. You want to start there?
gosh,
Is that
sure.
the first
That
thing?
was Zoom was the first TV thing I did.
Okay.
However, that was before that was a kid's show. So I was like 10 when I was on that.
Oh.
Yeah. It's a throwback. Yeah. I was on
okay.
that back in Massachusetts. It's filmed in Boston.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so that's like a kid show, and again, I've always known.
Yeah.
So
was this something that you always knew, or was it something that your parents had already sort of like gotten you involved in and
My
sort of
parents-
molded your...
So my parents didn't like mold what I wanted to do.
Okay.
They were supportive from the get-go.
Okay.
So getting onto that show, like I made it known, everybody's always known, because I've always known. So my aunt knew, and she said, oh, they've got auditions for the show that shoots in Massachusetts and Boston, like Zoom. And I had watched that show as a kid. And so it just worked out that it filmed
Gotcha.
in Massachusetts. I didn't have to
Gotcha.
go to LA so that was kind of my in,
Yeah.
and how I got my SAG card. And then once I was in Los Angeles, there were more opportunities because I was already union.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Got you.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
I know.
That's fortuitous.
I know. It worked out well. But after college, I think my first project after that was actually like I think it was a Lifetime movie, which again was shooting back in Massachusetts.
Was it really?
Yeah, because I was never shy to say, like, again, to tell everybody this is what I wanted to do. So I think there was a summer during college, I went back home, and my mom had made a connection with this woman randomly at the grocery store, because my mom will talk to anybody. They struck up a conversation, and this woman was like, oh yeah, like I produce indies out here in Massachusetts. When your daughter's back for the summer, tell her to reach out. So I had like PA'd on one of her films, and then after I graduated, she was like, I have a part for you to audition for, and it got like picked up to Lifetime.
Wow.
So again, like then I had something for a reel to like
Yeah.
pitch to agents. And
Sure.
yeah,
That's awesome.
But it was all in Massachusetts.
Look at
My first
that.
couple of things. Yeah.
So I am curious.
Yeah.
With you always knowing that you wanted to get into the acting
Yeah.
world and be a part of the industry, what drew you to it? Was it that you knew like I want to be a star, or was it?
Probably at a young age. Probably at first. Yeah.
Okay.
When I was little. It's not that anymore. And it's actually kind of cool because as I've grown, like I guess I can say my what has never changed, but maybe my why has changed as I've grown, right?
Okay.
Like, I'm sure when I was like 5 years, I was like, oh, that looks fun. It was the make-believe of it and the play of it, and I'm sure the celebrity of it. I want a mansion, and I want this, and like the red carpet and the sparkly
carpets. Yeah,
dresses,
yeah.
and then you get to like Hollywood Boulevard, and you're like, oh, this is not
Ugh.
what? When I first moved
Yeah.
out here, I think it was right around my birthday, because I'm a September baby, so college semester must have started, like August.
Yep.
I was like, I want to go to Hollywood Boulevard for my birthday. I want to see it. And I remember just getting there and being like,
Underwhelmed.
wow,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
So anyways, the glitz and glam, the facade of it all, I'm
Sure.
sure it got me when I was a kid.
Yeah.
And then as I've gotten older, the why has shifted dramatically from like any of the superficial stuff that would have caught me as a little one. And now it's really rooted in empathy. Like
Okay.
I, at one point in school, was like, oh, what if I study psychology? Because I'm just really fascinated by the way people think,
Sure.
why we are the way we are,
Sure.
what connects us. And so I find that acting is just a really fun way, not always fun, you know?
Yeah.
It's not always fun, let's be real.
Yeah.
But it's at least an interesting and like heart-centered way for me to connect with other people.
Sure.
I feel like if you're playing somebody else, that for me is like the deepest extension of my empathy, because to be you, I have to like understand you and connect with you through empathy in like the deepest way possible.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I think that's my why, is like, I had an acting teacher who called it the empathetic campfire, I believe. She's like, all artists are kind of drawn to this empathetic campfire. And I like that idea.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Can you speak to some of the ups and downs that you've had?
Sure.
I think that you've had a fantastic start. I feel like so many people probably, would look at the way you got into the industry and be like, if only, I wish,
Yeah, little me would think that.
But it's the industry and it's not always consistent.
Yeah.
So how has that sort of been for you?
Oh man, where do I start? Where do I start? The ups and downs is so real. And I feel like having that mindset as a baseline keeps me grounded. Because if I were to expect, once I get past this, it's always going to be ups.
Yeah.
No, I know to expect that it will always be peaks and valleys. So, you're right. Like, I have had a fantastic start, and I do think of it that way too. Like, I'm just getting started.
That's great.
So, ups and downs. Man, the strikes, it was a down for everybody.
Yeah.
The strikes, COVID, that was a down because it was just like ghost town. Like everything, nothing was really being made. However, it led me to an up because when things were shut down and nobody was really in person, my agent reached out and she was like, voiceover? And I was like, oh, I had never considered that.
Yeah.
And she sent me an audition for an Audible podcast.
Okay.
You know, like our grandparents used to listen to like
Sure. Yeah.
the talkies or whatever it was called, their radio plays.
Yeah.
So Audible does. Oops.
Oh, there's like my siblings still listen to like Adventures in Odyssey and like those types of things where it's like it's storytelling.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's got sound effects and everything. Yeah.
Yeah.
So Audible does those.
Yeah.
And so I auditioned for one and I got the part, and it was literally like you're reading a story and they
As a character.
Okay. Oh yeah, it's not reading a story. I mean, it's
you're not
basically
you're not reading like a fictional book.
You're performing.
Okay.
Yeah,
got it.
basically like a movie just with audio.
Gotcha.
And luckily ours was like a superhero one, so it was highly produced. All of these sound effects.
Wow.
And I got to sing, like I was a musician, so I got to record music for it, and it was tight. So coming out of that, I mean, there were some dope people in the cast too.
Yeah.
So coming out of that, I had this material to then shop around.
Yeah,
I was
yeah.
like,
Voice acting, yeah.
I like this.
That's
I had
awesome.
never considered it.
Yeah.
So kind of the down of COVID and the strikes led me to an up of exploring a new avenue that now I'm obsessed with.
Really?
I'm obsessed with voiceover, and I never considered it pre-2020.
Sure.
Yeah, those are probably my most significant ups and downs. Right now, I'm on an up that is, I guess, maybe less visible to anybody except myself. It's more like an internal up.
Okay.
So last year in August, I stopped working anything else except acting.
Okay.
And I made the jump. I'm not going to have
What were you doing before?
So I was working a 9 to 5.
Really?
I was juggling a 9 to 5 with everything else.
Okay.
And I had known that wasn't, obviously, I had known that wasn't what I wanted to do.
Yeah.
But you got to do what you got to do.
Absolutely.
And so making the jump from I know for sure I'm going to have this stability in this way at all times, kind of free falling away from that and diving head first into the thing I've always wanted to do.
Yeah.
Is where I'm at right now. And it's an up because I'm the happiest and most me that I have ever felt as an adult. Ever. I am so fulfilled. I have so much time to be creative. When an audition comes in, I'm not scrambling okay, I get off work at this time and then I have class and then I gotta da-da-da-da, and maybe I can do it at 1 a.m.
Yeah.
I'm I have the day to work on this character and research and do all the things I want to do.
Sure.
I'm writing again, I'm using my degree now to work on my own projects.
Yeah.
And so I'm in an up right now that's the unseen before I share all of the things with people.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
So we have a mutual friend.
Yes.
Dom.
Yes.
And during our talk, he spoke a lot to him leaving his stable job to now pursue his entrepreneurial endeavors. So can you sort of talk to that transition out of stability into now this completely freelance world, and how you're sort of handling that?
Well, luckily, the voiceover trajectory has become just
okay, great. There you go.
However, the unknown of it, I didn't know for sure. There's nothing that's a guarantee, and that never will well, who knows? That hasn't gone away. And I don't anticipate that knowledge of like, nothing is ever guaranteed.
Yeah.
I don't think that's going to go away.
Yeah.
And so I can speak to that for sure. Your question is like navigating the unknown of it, kind of, or like the fear of it.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think so ironically, I actually went to school and I studied psychology.
Oh, cool.
I got my degree in psych, and
cool.
I was going to get my master's and my doctorate, but then I came out here and started modeling, and then it just sort of, spiraled after that. But one of my key takeaways from my junior or senior year of college, I had a professor that talked about our deepest fears, and he said that we have three. Fear of failure, fear of success, and fear of what other people think. And I raised my hand because to me they all had something in common, which is they're all unknown. We don't know if we're going to fail or succeed. We don't know what other people think. We just don't know. Yeah. And we're uncomfortable with that. And so, I think you entering into a world that, the voiceover is going great right now, but you just don't know. Exactly.
Peaks and valleys.
So how do you personally deal with the unknown?
The mental.
Yeah.
We're talking about the mental side.
Yeah.
Okay, great. The fear of it is what kept me from making the jump for so long.
Yeah.
That is so real.
Yeah.
The fear. And I think at a certain point, there is a tipping point, and I had known it up here, but when I felt it in here somewhere, I was like, I can't ignore this. Your body will for me. If you're listening, your body will tell you when there is resistance to where you're at, and you cannot. It gets to a point for me, and I think for a lot of people, where you can't ignore it anymore. So it was a physical thing where the fear paled in comparison to the, like, my mentor explained it as like, there's like a rubber band that you're pulling, and like it starts to wear out, and then eventually once you let go, it kind of, you know what I mean? So this tension was like, the fear paled in comparison. So I had to let go. And how I navigated on the day-to-day is just thinking like, what can I control? What can I do to, like, I guess, affirm for myself and like live into my artistry every day and not wait by the phone for the things that are unknown.
Absolutely.
Because I feel like, oh my gosh, even a mindset thing for me I was so stuck in the like, well, I have to wait for somebody to say yes. I have to wait. And to a certain extent, there are barriers to entry to certain rooms. I'm not going to sit here and tell you or like anybody else that there aren't. But going back to the Issa Rays of the world, the Quintas of the world, like what inspired me to get the degree that I got in the first place, at a certain point, you got to just say yes to you. So now that I have 9 to 5 in a day that I would have been working towards somebody else's dream, how can I use those 8 hours for myself, making things that help me like feel myself and also move me forward toward the thing that I want in like maybe a non-traditional way, rather than just like wait for an audition, wait for a yes, wait for a thing, wait for the shoot day,
Absolutely. 1000%.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
So that's where I'm at. That's why I'm like cheesing all the time, because I just feel happy rather than like, and when the fear rises up, community too.
Absolutely.
My people around me who love me and who are able to remind me like can I swear on here?
Absolutely. Yeah.
Who the fuck I am, and like, and what my purpose is, and I'm a firm believer that people don't like not make it to whatever their dream is. People just give up, I think, a lot of the time,
Yeah.
I of course understand that there are barriers and like obstacles that get in the way and make it a lot more difficult for some people than others, but I'm a firm believer of like, whatever your purpose is, you're called to it for a reason. There's a reason why I didn't want to be a mathematician. Like, I didn't wake up and say math. But some people are like, oh my gosh, I love math. You couldn't get me out of math class quick enough growing up. But some other kids are sitting there like, I can't wait for math class. And whatever your thing is, there's a reason why so and so is called to math and I'm called to the thing, because I believe that that's the thing you are supposed to do. You can't deny it. So yeah, just reminding myself who I am, doing the things, and having a community to remind me too.
What are some of the things that you do, or some of the things that you receive from others to help you remind yourself of who you are? Because I think out here you lose sight of that sometimes. Right? It's hard. It's hard sometimes.
Oh my gosh. You found it to be that way?
Absolutely. I sometimes, there can be periods where on the daily I'm waking up, I'm just like, what am I doing? Who am I anymore?
Yep.
And then I just have to remind myself that I'm him.
Yeah, period. Him, capital H.
Yeah,
I am, capital all three.
Absolutely, yeah. So what are some things that you do to sort of like get yourself back to be like, oh yeah, I'm that girl. Yeah.
I'm that girl.
Yeah.
Oh man. Well, like I said, the people around me, I'm like very intentional about the people in my circle. I love people in general, but the ones who I'm gonna go to in those moments, it's not everybody.
Yeah.
And so I've been out here, like I said, 2010. It's taken me a while to really curate and create like my village that I show up for and that I know will show up for me. Those people, they'll be like, even my sister, I have a built-in best friend who I did not have to curate. She's back home, but still, she's my tough love support. Who's gonna be like, she's gonna remind me and also be like, get up, girl. Get up. What are you doing? Get up. You did X, Y, and Z. And she'll like throw in a little bit of love in there too. Like, remember when you did this thing? I couldn't wait to brag to my friends about my sister doing X, Y, and Z. And now, the tough love friend. And then the friends who will like say, let's collaborate on something together. Let's do the thing together. And for myself, when I need to remind myself, man, I go back to my craft. I just go back to my craft. I think when I'm actively working on something, even if it's just myself or my art, like more privately, is the ways that I remind myself who I am, because I find joy in that. And that's enough to remind me. The moments when I'm working on a scene or reading a script or collaborating with somebody on anything, that's enough to like do the thing that you're saying. Like,
absolutely.
Remind me who I am. Oh, I really do this shit. Like, I've dedicated decades into building this craft and I love it. And when I'm in it, if I'm in class, if I'm on set, if I'm working on an audition, just doing the thing. Yeah.
So what do you think the difference is between you and someone that is in your exact same position, right? Because there's one of two ways that you can sort of go about it. It's like you can really dig in and be like, yeah, let me get back to my craft and like start, even if it's not going to necessarily result in something tomorrow, I'm still getting in reps. Versus some people that are just like, all right, well, I'm waiting, so so-and-so's having a party, I'm going to go pop over there and distract myself while I wait for, you know what I mean? And there's no right or wrong way of going about it, right?
Yeah.
There's different ways and different methods.
Man, especially out here.
Yeah.
Because your community, maybe at that party they're going to meet Jordan
that
Peele,
too,
you know
too,
what I mean? And become best friends.
Absolutely.
Who knows?
Absolutely.
But there's an intentionality behind the former. Yeah.
So what do you think it is about you that instead of distracting yourself, you focus even more?
I'm a Virgo.
Okay.
I've just always been that way. And that's not to say I don't have my moments where I'm like, I need to just lay on the couch today or this weekend. I'm like not doing anything.
Yeah.
And I guess, you're kind of always studying as an actor, because let's say I'm like laying on the couch all weekend, I'm still watching a movie.
Something and you're analyzing it and you're
studying, kind of.
Yeah.
But sure, you could say that is a form of like, I'm gonna just distract myself for a little and chill. Why do I tend to do the like dive in harder? I don't know. Because my drive is, I don't know, I'm internally motivated. Whatever that thing is, that spark that told me what I wanted to do as a kid, I don't know. It's hard to say. That's the thing that made me say, Mom, I want to do this. I want to take acting class. I want to take dance class and study. Like, these are the things I want to do. I wish I could say what the thing is. I just know it's in here.
Yeah.
And I feel like also reminding myself of all of the sacrifices that I've made. I know that my ancestors are on, like, they're here, and I think about that, and I'm like, give up for what?
Yeah.
For what?
Yeah.
I've come this far. Like, I've moved across the country, you know, all of the things that will go unseen by anybody else but me and maybe, you know, my family. That drives me. That's enough to drive me. Thinking about the sacrifices I've made and that my loved ones have made for this dream that is so strong for me. Like, I'm not going to... What? Distract myself for what? Yeah. There's no alternative.
I like that. Yeah. Okay.
I wish there was like advice I could share to the person who's feeling.
Listen, you've already dropped some gems. You've already dropped. I'm just like,
I don't know. I just want to do it. Like, I'm just motivated.
No. You've already dropped some great. I'm just like clip. So we've touched on who you are. Who are you becoming?
More myself than I've ever been. I am becoming myself, and I am constantly like grabbing or reaching for my inner child's hand now. I feel this, like I'm getting back to that girl who was like fearless. One of my mom's stories that she always tells when she's like reminding me who I am.
Yeah.
I guess we were on a plane somewhere, and I was like, I don't know, maybe 4 or 5. And the plane was like stalled on the tarmac. And everybody was in a bad... I don't remember this. My mom told me this story. Everybody was in a bad mood. And I got up and she's like, you got up and just started walking up and down the aisle. I think singing or like she was like, you just started performing to like make people happy. You just wanted to like talk to every... And I think back to that as an adult, like, oh my gosh, if I was like late for something and my flight was delayed and this little kid, I would have been like, okay, but also you're cute, but okay. Yeah. But like, regardless, that like fearlessness and like conviction in who I am and ability to take up space and like desire to play and wanting to like engage other people and like the playfulness of it all, that girl, that's who I'm becoming. My like inner child, that girl.
I love that.
So yeah, I'm just like reaching for her and like taking her with me, and we're off running. So I really do feel like at this phase in my life, most things are in pursuit of my inner child and like consulting with her, like, or just kind of sometimes letting her take the reins so that I don't overthink things. Again, Virgo. The tendency can be like, I'm in my head.
Absolutely. And
she could be there too, but I think at that age, the little girl who was doing that on a plane wasn't like...
She was free.
The freedom of it all.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm becoming, is her. And it's very clear in my head, which makes it easier too. I'm not like, I don't know. I'm like, her. Yeah. And she's in here.
That's beautiful.
Yeah.
I've never heard that.
Really?
But it makes so much sense. You know, we're always chasing freedom as adults, right? We just want more and more freedom, more time, more just... And when you look at kids, they're just free. You know?
Oh my gosh. My mom had a daycare for the first 20 years. And so I was around kids a lot. And I grew up, I think, a lot of the time being a little, and I was like, oh my gosh, okay, I'm going upstairs to like hang out with my friend or whatever.
Yeah.
But the little snippets when I would actually just like be and play, I had a front row seat to that. Yeah. Like, kids aren't thinking about like, well, if I'm going to be the superhero in this, like, what would I say? How would I stand? Like, no. I'm the superhero. You're the whoever you want to be. Let's play.
Yeah, yeah.
And so even as an artist doing that, let's play and then see where we land.
Yeah.
Bring the craft and the work to it, too.
Absolutely, yeah.
There's a lot of work that goes into it.
Yeah.
But that freedom that you said, freedom is the word.
Yeah.
Freedom and playfulness.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
that's where I'm at.
in the process of you becoming more free and you navigating the industry and your relationships and and everything else you have to do as an adult.
Yeah.
How do you find peace?
I meditate constantly.
Do you? Now, like a formal meditation,
yes.
or is it like okay?
Yeah. I grew. Oh, man. So my parents are dope. I realize that I've brought my family up so much in this conversation.
That's beautiful.
But I love my family. They raised me with not forcing meditation on me, but as I grew up, they were meditating all the time, and so I saw it as a practice that they leaned on and like that grounds them. And I wasn't like into it as a kid. In young adulthood, I adopted it as a practice, and I've never looked back. And I was like, oh, y'all were onto something. Yeah. It wasn't cool back then to me. So I grew up with it. I would see my dad and my mom sit like on their zafus for sometimes an hour plus. And so, yeah, I find peace in my meditation practice. I cannot start my day without it. And if I do, I'm a different person that day.
Really? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Even if it's 5 minutes.
Yeah.
To come back to my breath and just center myself for the day. Sometimes throughout the day, you'll see me like, I need to just give me a second. So
Sure.
the way we started this podcast is very in line with who I am.
Yeah.
So that's where I find peace. The physical place I find the most peace is by the water. Anytime I'm by any water ever.
Yeah.
I prefer it to be Puerto Rico. That's like that is my place.
Yeah.
But yes, any water. I guess out in nature.
Yeah.
I find peace literally just being here, like in the sun.
Ugh.
Oh my gosh, I go for a walk every morning.
Yeah.
So just like soaking up sun.
Yeah. My dog gets so annoyed with me sometimes because I take her for like 10 walks a day because I'm like, I just want to be in the sun.
Yes. That's
so
why I moved here a little bit.
Yeah.
Right, let's get it.
Yeah, exactly.
I'll be FaceTiming my sister or my dad or whoever, like, oh, how's the snow? Like, I'm going to soak this up.
Yeah.
So I find peace here.
Yeah.
And anytime I'm doing something creative and let myself be, you know, especially things that are creative where it's not tied to like profit or somebody else's business. So I guess the not monetized things too.
Sure.
Like leaning into that. Like, can I be creative when I'm cooking? I took like a roller dance class, which was so fun. And I'm like, this is so peaceful because I'm just in flow.
Yeah. Do you find that it's easy for you to sort of be in your flow state? Or does it take a bit for you to get into it?
That's a really good question. Once you're in it, it's easy.
Absolutely.
Ooh. I would say it's difficult for me sometimes to find the motivation if I know that there's like a hump I have to get over if I'm writing something or whatever. So maybe there's difficulty there in the like, just sit down and do the thing. But man, I don't think so. I don't think it's difficult.
Okay.
Because if I go to the things where I know I can find my flow state, then yeah, I'm doing the thing.
Yeah.
Sometimes the difficulty is just in the motivation if I'm like, man, I can't figure out how I want this scene to end if I'm writing something. And I'm like, I gotta sit down and do it. But once I'm there, I'm in flow state and I can lose hours doing something creative.
Yeah.
You get it.
Yeah, absolutely.
What about for you? Is there difficulty in getting your flow state?
Listen, Linda, this show is about me asking the questions.
Okay.
No,
I'm
I'm joking.
like, let's get to know each other. Okay, you can tell me after. The people want to know.
No, it's the same for me.
Yeah.
It's the same for me. I think, but I'm the type of person that I will sit into it. I'll sit in it until I achieve the flow state.
Cool.
Right. I think, or like, yeah, I know my different tactics. Like I know going for a walk or maybe I need to like rinse off and like take a shower, right? And then I'll be in the shower and I'm like, there it is.
Shower thoughts are real.
You know? Yeah.
So real.
Absolutely.
Oh my gosh.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So.
The circadian rhythm thing also, like when I learned about that, hit me because I'm 100% a latter half of the day into the evening creative. Like I could be up all night and like find my flow state there.
Really?
That's not the best because I like to be on a good schedule and wake up with the sun.
Yeah.
But I definitely know my circadian rhythm leans to like I can reach flow state better at night.
Got you.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
But once I'm in it, baby.
Great.
Yeah.
All right. I'm not going to keep you much longer. This has been amazing.
Thanks for having me.
I'm going to ask you for one more thing.
Okay.
There was one thing that you could tell anybody.
Yeah.
You can pick your poison. It can be somebody coming out here to pursue acting. It could be somebody trying to get into voice acting. It could be somebody, a little Latina girl just trying to figure things out.
Yeah.
What's one thing that you either live by or that you would say just to sort of help someone else along?
Man. There's so many things.
You can give a couple. It doesn't have to be one thing.
I'm like, the one thing. Can I quote somebody else?
Sure.
Okay, Arthur Ashe has a quote that I love, which is start where you are, use what you have, do what you can. And that one, it's that simple.
Yeah.
Like, it really is.
Yeah.
Start where you are, use what you have, do what you can.
Yeah.
And I think that's like what I would pass on to people. But if it's coming from me, I would say, don't forget to play. We can get so caught up in the craziness of anything going on at any given time.
Yeah.
And flow state can be found in play. Joy can be found in play. I think the joy that's found there is an act of resistance. And it is so essential to like self-preservation. So everything else that's going on, whether you're an artist or not listening to this, don't forget to play. Like, we only have one life, or we're only here. That's we are only here for the time that we're here.
Yes.
And yeah, don't forget to play. Find the moments when you can play. Find the joy there. It's essential to anything else you're trying to do.
Love that.
Yeah.
It's perfect.
Thanks for having me.
Thank you for joining me. This has been amazing.
Yay.